Welcome back, everybody. All right.
All right. Back at it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me pretty good?
Yep.
All right. Getting back into it, guys.
Had to
We're
take a
going to
brief
pick up where we
intermission,
left off.
grab some more beers,
That's right.
more
Get a little bit
cigarettes.
more relaxed, huh?
Yeah. So
All
we'll just,
right.
you
So
want to
where
just
do we
jump right back in where we were?
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right. All right. So we were talking about like lyrical MCs, and we left off. I was talking about Fabulous being underrated as an MC
Right, right.
and
Mm-hmm.
underappreciated as an MC because I think he's
Right,
like one of the dopest MCs out there, in my
right.
opinion.
Definitely.
I don't see too many people better than him. Like just lyrically, metaphors, bars. I don't see too many people better than him, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I think I was touching on the subject that even if you listen to those dance songs, those club songs, he had some gangster bars in those songs too.
right. So I gave you my top five MCs that I think lyrically. So let's hear your top five lyrically.
Lyrically,
Yes.
um,
So I run down my top five one more time because we took a brief intermission. So I said Big L, Jadakiss, Styles P, Montana 300, and Fabulous. Well, I said Fabulous, then Montana 300.
um, I'm definitely throwing I'm throwing I'm throwing Big L out there for sure.
Yeah, that's my number one.
Uh, I'm throwing hmm I'm throwing Capdana out there as
Ooh,
a solo person, as
that's
a
good.
solo artist person by
That's a
himself.
good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
hmm Um,
Mm.
I'll throw out um Cool G rap. I'll throw that out there.
Ah,
Um, um,
mm,
shoot, was that three? I only got three.
that's good.
Um,
That's a good one, though.
I'll put Nas on that list. I'll
I,
put Nas on that list.
yeah,
And
I can see that.
who Cool G rap was a pretty sick one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
Um, sh- I don't know who I'm gonna round out the bottom to. Um, man, there's just so many out there. Um, Shit, man, this is hard.
That
I'll
Coogee
say
rap was a good one.
I'll say I'll say I'll say Big Pun.
Oh, that's ah yeah. Oh, pun nasty. That's a good. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
as
Yeah, that.
at lyricism,
Yeah,
yeah, that dude
yeah.
is
That's
he is
yeah.
retarded.
Yeah. That's crazy. Damn, that's a good one.
And shout
You
outs
know
to
who I
Jesus
was.
that didn't put in there
You know who I
thinking
was
about
gonna
some good
put.
stuff.
Who I was gonna put in my top five, but he be in my top 10. I was gonna put Gangstar Guru. I was gonna put
Oh
him.
wow.
I was gonna put
Mm-hmm.
him,
I,
but
I w-
I couldn't edge him. I wanted to put him in there, but I feel like because of where Fabulous is in his career now, and like the progression that he had, that's the only reason why I didn't put him over, put Gangstar in that. But I was going to put him, and then I would put him in my top 10 though. I put in Black Thought from the Roots, which is super nasty, and because like I
Right.
don't know, like I wanted to put Black Thought, but it's like because he's not because they're not as mainstream as they should be, even though everyone knows who the Roots is. That's the only reason why I wouldn't put him in there.
Can you still hear me? Hello. Hey, you still there?
Yep.
Hey, do a sound check. Can I hear you?
Yeah. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened. That was a strange technical difficulty.
Yeah.
But
For anybody
but
hating, look, we're just getting into this podcast and shit. Don't be a fucking hater, okay? We're gonna have technical difficulties in the first couple of runs.
it was
Sons
the
of
spirit.
bitches.
It was the spirit of the haters out there not liking those lists.
Right, right,
They
right,
just swung in and just kind of just blessed our
right.
podcast with some bullshit.
We'll get together by maybe next year. We'll get together.
Oh, we're completely under construction.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. We're taking it step by step here.
That's right. But so 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 I have a couple of artists that I had put together when I was doing the list, when I was looking things up.
Okay.
And tell me how you feel
All
when
right.
tell me how you feel when I fire off these names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Gotta change my
All right.
lighting real
All right.
quick. All right. Just tell me like after I fire it off, you just tell me how you feel about any one of these, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So according like within this list, I got most of these names off of magazine.com, which is pretty well known.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pretty legit magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And and let's see. I got Jeezy, Lil
Mm-hmm.
Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
State Property,
Mm-hmm.
uh Nas, Nori,
Mm-hmm.
Lux, Mob Deep, Kendrick
Mm-hmm.
Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
Drake, Kanye, and I'm gonna go ahead and slap myself, dude, because I didn't mention Pusha T as a lyricist on that lyricist list.
Yeah.
That
Pusha
dude
T
has
get
got
busy.
he
Pusha
put
T get busy.
it's like when he's rapping, it's like he's slowly like putting like a dagger in you, like he's like, but he does it
Yeah.
in like a calm way.
Pusha T get
But
busy. Pusha T get busy.
um, and then there's like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and there's like Logic, Kendrick Lamar, if I didn't already say that.
Yeah.
Um, and then I mean, okay, so just out of that list, okay,
Okay. I
just
like
that
some of the
list.
people on that list. I like some of the people.
Who, if you're an artist, you're a label, okay,
Right.
you're creating your label.
Right.
Now this is gonna be the tough question that I'm gonna throw out there for that list. Okay,
Okay.
it was pretty prestigious, by the way.
Okay.
Um, you only have room on that list for a certain amount of artists.
Hmm. How
So
many?
all I'm gonna say is this:
How
you
many I
could
got room for?
it's a must. It's a must that you drop two of those people to save room for the cat.
Okay. I'm gonna drop Kanye right off the break. Right off the break, with no questions asked. I think he's trash. I think he's super overrated. I think he just says and does things for shock value. That's just my personal opinion.
But we can both we're both solid though on his early work.
I'm not.
You didn't even let you so you didn't like him even to begin with.
No, I wasn't a fan. I'm. Let me say this though, for there's a lot of dumb people out there who gonna take this the wrong way and be mad. So let me say this. I'm not gonna sit here and say that the guy's not talented.
Mm-hmm.
He is. He is. Musically, he's a genius. He's talented.
Mm-hmm.
But in his genius, that doesn't mean that I have to like it
Right.
because Picasso was a genius
Mm-hmm.
in the art form that he was in and painting pictures. He was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like that shit. Just looks like fucking slop to me. I'm not. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my. It's not for me. It's not for everybody. Everybody's not gonna find the beauty in the artwork. Everybody's not gonna find the beauty in abstract art. Everybody's not gonna find the beauty in it. Some people will. Some people won't. Some people get it. Some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, I'm not gonna say that the guy's not talented. He's not gifted, but it's just not. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of his early work. I didn't. There's like maybe two or three Kanye songs that I like. Maybe I like
Mm-hmm.
Get 'Em High.
Mm-hmm.
I like Stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, not much more than that. Nah, I like the one I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name. Uh, the wait till I get
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
murder. I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that one. And mm, and I like Heartless.
Okay.
And that's about it. That's the only Kanye songs I like.
I'm
And
trying to think
those
about that.
I like them enough to if it's on I can listen to it and vibe to it. But I would never like, oh, let me throw on this track. Not really. Not
I
really.
don't
I'm
I don't
just
know why, but whenever I listen to Heartless, my favorite just quick snippet bar is when he says, how could you be so Dr. Evil?
yeah.
That shit would see now, but see, I think that was on the 808s and
Yeah,
Heartbreak album,
it was the
and that's
808.
when he had just lost his mom, and that's when he had just begun his mental strain or whatever happened to him when he made zombie
Yeah.
clothes from The Walking Dead
Yeah. See, but
as a
my personal opinion, I don't think he has mental illness or anything. That's my personal opinion. I just think he's a fucking asshole that's a fame whore and he'll do anything for publicity and fame. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he has mental illness. I think everything that he does and says is a strategic move to bring him more attention and more followers and more media, more limelight, more press. That's what I think. I don't think he has mental illness. I don't think he does.
Now, do you think that it progress? Now, I'll say that he's suffering. In my own personal opinion, I'm gonna
Hmm.
say I think that he's suffering from some sort of unspoken uh uh whatever situation he's got going on. But I'm pretty sure he saw a therapist, and whatever it is, it's probably not working or whatever it
Right,
is.
right.
But he he's a musical genius.
Yeah, I'm not. I won't dispute
He's a musical
or
genius.
deny his talent. I won't do that. I'll just say it's not for me. I don't like it. I don't find the appeal in it. I can't gravitate to it. I can't vibe with it. I can't feel it. I don't like it. But I'm not
Hmm.
going to say that he's not good at what he does. That'd be
Right,
blasphemy for me to say something like that. Like
right.
I'm not such a hater where I just shun people's talent. I'm not that kind
Hmm.
of hater. I can not like you and just not like you because I don't like you personally for my own personal reasons that I can't relate to you or your shit. But
Hmm.
I can't say that the guy's not talented. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I wasn't crazy about Little John, but
Hmm.
he was making fucking hits, making a shit ton of money. He
He
was
kept
putting
that
that
club popping.
kept the club jumping,
He
and,
kept
doing some.
he reinvented the club, because before
He
then the
did.
club was kind of boring.
He did. But that's not to say that I would never like, oh yo, let me throw in a Little John song. I probably never would. But if I heard it in a party atmosphere, I could vibe to it and be like, oh yeah, this shit is jumping right now.
In 2022, I don't think that popping off a Little John CD is gonna rock the way it used to.
Right, right. But who's to say he can't make something in 2022 and make a hit? Who's to say he can't?
He's known for making hits.
He's known for making hits. That's what he's known for. He's not known for great lyrics or great storytelling. He's known for making fucking smash over the top hits that just get played over and over and over till it's just redundant. Like that's what he's
Uh,
known for.
Speaking of Lil Jon, and this is funny. This is also something that's just in my personal opinion. So when he did that verse for "Tell Me Again," you know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
Um, that
Hmm.
joint. I don't know why, but I really hated the bar when he said, "I'm in the bathtub, rubby dubby." Yo, I really hated that bar. I never told anybody that. I never told anybody that. I hate that bar so bad. Like every time when it's coming, when something's coming, it's
Yeah,
coming up, and you're just like,
yeah, yeah,
how am I gonna get past this? How am I gonna
yeah.
get past it this time? Because for him to be singing a song for the lady, which shout outs to anybody who sings a song for the ladies, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But
Rubby Dubby though, like
Little John, I thought it's almost like it's a joke, right? It's
it,
almost like
it,
it's almost like it's funny more than it
but
is
you
serious.
but you know what it's like? It's like when somebody's in their bag and you know you in your bag, you know you can do anything and people gonna react to it.
Oh,
You
there was
know.
reactions I'm
But
sure.
like when you that locked in and you in your bag and you just making fucking smash hit after smash hit after smash hit, you know,
Hmm.
let me see how far I can stretch this.
Hmm.
Let me just
Some
throw this out there,
because
and I'm gonna
I'm
see if I can get the
guaranteeing you that there's a person out there that absolutely is smitten and loves Lil Jon's verse on that song.
I
There's someone
pro-
out there that
I bet
just
my life
plays
on it.
it
There's more than
on.
one person.
Yeah, over 10,000 people that would say
Right,
I love that verse.
right,
That they would say that verse is what love's about.
right, right. But it's just, yeah, I can't get with it. Like, yeah, I can't get with Kanye. It's just too stupid for me. He's just a fame whore. Just does shit for attention and fame and publicity. Like he's to me
And it's
he's a circus freak. He's like back in the early 1900s, when they had a freak show. You pitch a tent, come see the bearded woman and the elephant man and shit like that. He's a fucking sideshow freak to me. Like
come see
that's how I
come
view him.
come see the mentally challenged black man is what you're saying.
Yeah, like that's the show he's portraying right now. He pitched a tent. And it's like, come on, come on, come see the lunatic rapper man. Like that's what he is to me. Like he's a circus freak. That's how I view him. That's how I see him, and I stand on that shit. And there's a lot of people that get mad at me about it. You know, you and I both know, like our homeboy Kawan. Me and
Mm-hmm.
Juan argued all the time about Kanye West because I just think
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's a clown. He's a circus freak. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he just does shit just for publicity. I feel like he only married Kim Kardashian just for the fame and publicity of marrying her. I feel like he
Mm-hmm.
never loved her. He don't love her. I'm not saying he don't love his kids, but I feel like he married her and got with her because she was the most famous person on the planet at the time. And he felt like if I latch myself on to her, that's only going to skyrocket my fame and my
Mm-hmm.
publicity because I'm such a fame whore. I have to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel. That's just my personal views on it. I don't think he's mentally ill. I don't think nothing's wrong with him. I just think he's a fucking asshole that loves fame and publicity and wants to be in the spotlight all the time.
He does. He does rub shoulders with a lot of controversial people.
And
Donald
does
Trump being one
stupid
of them.
shit all the time to get attention. Because how can you can't tell me that you're a mentally unstable lunatic on one hand, and on the other hand, you can go in and navigate a business deal with Adidas that's going to set you over to be a fucking billionaire. You can navigate deals with all these fucking clothing companies and labels and business people and music people and fucking rap, just record labels. You can't go and conduct yourself and conduct all this business and then be a lunatic in the same breath. It doesn't work like that. Mentally ill people are mentally ill all the time. They don't, one minute they're mentally ill, the next minute they're not. Like, I don't buy into it. I just think it's
Hmm.
bullshit. It just does and says stupid shit because it'll know it'll get them attention. Like, that's what I think. I just think
Okay.
he's a fucking asshole.
Well, we all know how Hydro 1700 feels about. Okay. Well, now since we talked before, and you told me your feelings about Eminem, you're locked. You had to vote for one of those two,
Oh,
right?
Eminem or Kanye?
Eminem or Kanye, because you told me that you didn't like
Okay.
neither one of them since the start.
Okay,
So,
so if it's one of them two, give me
mhm.
death. Just fucking, just fucking kill me. Just fucking kill me.
That's funny.
Just off with
Uh,
my fucking head. Just give me
I was.
death.
It's funny because that's kind of the same reaction I asked. Excuse me. I asked Debo this question. I asked her. So I was like, if you had Thanksgiving tickets, I'm talking about Thanksgiving tickets, all right,
Hmm.
to a football game. Okay, this is this
Yeah,
not a lot of people do that. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Okay, to see Jacksonville and the Browns play.
Hmm.
And her reaction to that question was, I would take those tickets and I would use them to set a fire. And I was like, and see, and that's why I was like, that's why I had to push the narrative of it's Thanksgiving Day. Like the people don't get that opportunity. And
Right, right.
and your first thing to think of is to burn it. So I'm thinking that's like how you feel about like Kanye's album is like someone's playing it. It's like
Yeah, like
I'm just
that's
like in your mind you're thinking about like burning
yeah,
it the entire time.
yeah. If it's Kanye or Eminem, just kill me. Just kill me. I don't want to even want. Just kill me. I'm good. I'll die in peace.
You just stick two knives in both your ears.
Yeah, just kill me now. Just off with my fucking head. Like I'm good. I don't want neither one of them.
That's
Like
funny,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know. But once again, though, with Eminem, I'm not gonna deny the man's talent. I'm not gonna deny his talent. I'm just saying his music's not for me. Like I grew up in the projects. I grew up in the hood. I can't relate to him wanting to talk all the crazy shit about cutting his mother's head off and beating his mother up and raping his mother and all the crazy dumb shit he be talking about. Like I can't relate to it. I can't sacrificing animals and eating cannibals and fucking cutting off horse heads and all the dumb shit he be talking about. I can't vibe to that shit. It's retarded to me. Like it's goofy clown shit to me. And like to me as a just a black man, like nigga from the projects, like I can't relate to that shit.
Yeah,
That shit
that's what I was gonna go to on that
I
because
can't
that
I can't relate to
it
that
was
shit.
unrelatable to you. That's why you probably
Right,
wasn't able to feel it the way that
right,
other people's.
like
Um,
we ain't have meth heads and pill heads in the projects when we was growing up. I mean, people popping perks now, but not in the '90s when we was growing up. We didn't have meth heads and pill heads and shit. So I can't relate to him talking about his mom being a meth head and pill head and all the other dumb shit he's talking about. And like I can't get with that shit. It's retarded to me. Like
mhm.
him jacking off in onion rings and all the kind of dumb shit he be talking about. Like,
Hold on,
eh.
what? Please tell me what song he said he did. This.
On the real Slim Shady
This
shit.
nigga done
He's talking
bought
about he's talking about working at Burger King, jerking off in your onion rings and shit. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, the fuck? I'm a grown ass man, dog. I'm not jerking off in niggas' onion rings. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that shit goofy to me. Like, that's goofy shit to me.
yeah.
Like, I can't get with it.
Well, you know who Insane Clown Posse is, right?
Yeah.
So you
And
know
the key
where that's
word
kind of
key
where
word
that
in that
style.
was clown. Clown. And you
Hey, yo,
beefing
hold on.
with clowns. How are you beefing with clowns? Like that's goofy shit to me. Like I can't relate
Shout
to it.
outs to
Like
Eminem and Insane Clown Posse. I had to say
this
that, but
nigga
go
was
ahead.
beefing with clowns, like literally real clowns, like with makeup and red noses. He was beefing with these niggas hard, like with real fucking clowns. Like you a clown yourself for beefing with a clown. Like what the fuck, man? Like this nigga's retarded, man. Nigga was beefing with Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. Nigga was
Hey,
27, 26 years old, beefing with teenage girls,
all right,
beefing
man.
with them. Like, it's
You
goofy
crossed the
shit.
line. You crossed the line, man. He can beef with clowns if he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean he can, but to me that's goofy shit to me. I
Um,
just I just
well,
think the
and
nigga's super overrated.
well, okay. That so I can't even. I can't. It's like I'm cool with your opinion of Eminem, and I can't even begin to try to even remotely try to bring in a conversation about D12 either. So
Nigga had a shower cap on his head. Like, come on, man, that's clown shit, man. You know, goddamn well, growing up in the fucking Ville, niggas is not walking around with shower caps on their head. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's
yeah.
clown shit. That's clown shit. Like that's goofy shit. We don't do that shit. That's goofy
Well,
shit.
to go to the store and purchase that
And
for
purchase them
yourself for yourself is
and mad different flavors. Like you
in
rocking shower
tie
caps with
dye.
every
You got
right
tie
with
dye.
mad different colors. Get the fuck out of here.
Um.
I can't feel it, bro. I can't call it.
Every now and then I listen to I'm really obsessed with the Bang Bang beat from the Capone and Noriega song,
Yeah,
the Sienna. That beat I'm really obsessed with it. And
that
so
album is
yeah,
classic.
um uh Royce the 5'9", I guess back then he had a beef with Eminem. And so I downloaded his diss against D12, and it's on the Bang Bang beat. So
Yeah.
regardless of what the lyrics are, because I can totally feel Royce on that beat.
Right.
But
Right.
he
Excuse
said, them niggas are Ninja Turtles. They're nothing.
me.
That nigga said, he said, y'all niggas write y'all rhymes in motherfucking crayons.
And you know what the sad part is? He probably not lying, because that's how much clowns they are, man. Like
Right.
this I don't know, man. Like
They
I challenge anybody, because I know right now in the comments it's a lot of hate motherfuckers that's going ape shit right now because I'm talking about Eminem. But fuck you, I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. But I know I challenge anybody right now to go back right now, put on the hi, my name is, listen to that dumb shit, and tell me in that song one bar that's fucking hard. One bar that go hard. One bar that's like, oh damn, that was dope. One bar.
Do you want me
Tell me
to stick 9 inch
one
nails
bar.
between each one of my eyelids?
What the fuck? What are you talking about? Like it's not relevant. It don't stand the test of time. It's retarded. But like when he came out in the late '90s, there was a lot of confused young teenage white boys that just gravitated to him because he was white and he was rapping and he had bleached blonde hair and he was talking a whole lot of dumb, off the wall, crazy, psychotic, you know what I mean, Columbine, shoot the school up type shit. And they was just vibing with the shit because they were fucking lunatics, confused, crazy, and they sell. So they could vibe to this shit. But the shit
Hmm.
don't stand the test of time. Like if you listen to those lyrics now, you can't throw that shit on and bump to it. You can't. Because it's
Hmm.
garbage. Nigga
Hmm.
said, by the way, if you sing my dad, ask me to borrow a porno mag and sing my ass. What the fuck? How is that hard or relevant to anything? That shit is just stupid. It's just I don't know, man. The shit just asinine to me. Like
I think that
I can't vibe with it.
I think they should put you on the therapist sofa for for Kanye and Eminem.
They probably should. They probably should. I really feel like I'm losing my mind in the sense of
Right.
how is somebody liking this shit or saying this motherfucker is nice? Like
Hmm.
how? Like how? Like how can you listen to that shit? But if you go back right now and put on Biggie Ready to Die, you can bump any track on there right now in this time frame in 2022 and still get the same vibe. Like, damn, this nigga spit. This shit hard.
Hmm.
Like, you can't do that with Eminem. You can't. Like, you
I, uh,
can't do that.
I will say this: out of all, you were talking about Biggie before, right? Right before you made
Right.
this statement. The only thing that I didn't like about Biggie, and it wasn't even nothing personally or about his lifestyle or anything. It was only the one bar, and that was it. And that's the one is when he said that he'll hit a kid in the ass and throw him over a bridge. That was the only bar that I
Yeah.
felt like was a little bit out there. But other than that, like literally the one bar out of like what 30,000 bars that he has
Right. Right. Right.
versus what you're saying is like Eminem, it would be the whole entire verse would be like that. The entire song would
Right.
be like that.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Right. And it's like, and then like, I'm not the biggest Jay Z fan out there. I'm not. I
Hmm.
I, I respect Hove. I think
Boy,
Hove
we
is
are
a dope
hitting your
MC.
buttons today, B.
No, I'm saying
We are hitting your
I'm not
buttons.
the biggest Jay Z fan, but I respect Hove. I think he has some classic albums. Like Blueprint to me, like a lot of
Yes,
people like
definitely.
Reasonable Doubt, but I think the first Blueprint was better than Reasonable
Yes,
Doubt, in
yeah.
my
The
opinion.
first blueprint was very hard.
It was,
Yeah.
I think it was better than Reasonable Doubt. But there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that think Reasonable Doubt was better. But I think the first Blueprint was better. It was
Hmm.
bananas. I think the Black album was fucking
Yeah, the
crazy.
Black Album. I was gonna say that too. I think
Black
that was
album was fucking
really
crazy.
fire. Yeah, that was really
But it's
fire.
it was a lot of people. Now, granted, the way Nas put it together, he made it stand out more. When he said, "You went from Kane to Earth to Big, and Eminem merged you on your own shit."
Hmm.
Him saying that was hard,
Hmm.
but people bought into that and said,
Hmm.
"Oh yeah, Eminem killed him on the Renegade." Go listen to the song right now and listen to Eminem's verse and listen to Jay's verse and tell me. Listen to Jay's verse and listen to what he's talking about from a from to me from a young black man's perspective of growing up in the projects, struggling. Listen to what he's saying, and then
Hmm.
listen to what Eminem's saying.
Right.
Song goes, it goes completely, it goes
Hmm.
way left. Jay's talking about him being a renegade in the sense of him overcoming the struggles of poverty, growing up in the project.
Hmm.
This motherfucker comes on.
Are you good, B?
So yeah, so M
You was
comes
good.
on.
Yeah.
M comes on talking about going to war with fucking Catholics, going to war with Christians. You know what the fuck he say? I'll go to war with
Um,
the Mormons, take a bath with the Catholics, and holy war. No wonder they try to hold me
whether they
under
had to
lock.
hold me on the
I'm a
longer. Yeah.
motherfucking psycho, despiteful.
Delightful, delightful.
The new Ice
I'm your
Cube.
new idol. Yeah.
How are you the fucking new Ice Cube? Ice Cube ain't talking about none of the outrageous banana shit you talking about or ever talked about. What the fuck are you talking about? But it's like he just say a bunch of outlandish, over the top, deranged shit, and people be like, "Oh, that's crazy." Yeah, it is fucking crazy. It's
Hmm.
fucking crazy. Like literally, like fucking 5150 nut house crazy. Like this nigga 730. Like what the fuck? Like it's really crazy. Like this nigga not talking about nothing. Like
Hmm.
Jay Z on that bitch talking about something. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I just don't see it. But like a lot of people just bought into that because Nas said it. Like it was a hard bar that Nas said that made it stand out.
Hmm.
But he didn't kill him on his shit. Like he did.
Hmm.
Like Jay's verse on there was fucking phenomenal. Like to me, in my opinion,
Right. And
it's
that's
like
what
I
we're about
don't know,
opinions
man.
right there.
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion, and my opinion is like the nigga is just super whack to me. Nigga is super whack to me.
Hmm.
Like I can't buy into it. He's got one to me. He's got one relatable song that was mainstream, and that was "Lose Yourself."
Hmm.
It's the only relatable song to me that he ever had, where I feel like anybody can relate to it.
Hmm.
Anybody who ever had a dream or a hope at being something or becoming something or chasing a dream could relate to
Hmm.
that. Could relate to that song. And that's basically anybody in life because everybody in life has had a dream or has a dream or had a dream about being something or doing something and chasing something, and they can relate to that song. That's the only song of his that I could say is relatable to the masses. Other than that, if you're not a fucking pilled out junkie, crazy, I hate my mother, I want to kill my mother, cut my mother head off type person, you're not gonna relate to the shit he's talking about. It's
Hmm.
fucking bananas. Like it's so ludicrous and way out there in left field. If you're not that kind of person, you're not gonna vibe and feel his shit. You're not unless you're that kind of person. And that's when I say like I think he's overrated because if you're that kind of person, you can relate to that. But if you're not that kind of person, you can sit back and dissect of how fucking loony this shit is that he
Mm-hmm.
be talking about. And that's how I feel about the nigga. That's how I feel about it. Nigga trash to me.
Damn.
Now
Damn.
let me ask you this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because while we on the topic of like overrated motherfuckers, okay, who do you think is one of the most underrated rappers of all time?
Underrated.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna let you say who you think, then I'm gonna tell you who I think and
I
why I
got, I
think they're
got, I
crazy.
got one. I got one, but I don't think it's funky enough. So I want to think about somebody better.
All right,
Um, mm,
who would you say?
I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it.
Mhm.
Uh, Sheik Luch.
I have no argument with that.
People. They always say the Locks, and they always say Styles P, and they always say Jada because they're if um if they were three buildings, right? You would see Styles P and Jada's building first, not knowing that Sheik Luch's building is just as tall as theirs. It's just in the back that you just couldn't. You gotta look around to see it.
Right, right, right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. I'll give you no argument there, but I'm gonna tell you who I would say. All right, and I'm gonna tell you why. First, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you an example. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you like UGK, right?
Yeah.
You think Bun B and Pimp C is like two nice ass niggas on the mic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people think they super underrated and they super lyrical and can get busy on the mic, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're respected by everybody, not just people from down south. Everybody fuck with UGK, right?
Right.
Right. Everybody think they super dope, super talented. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nas is considered to be what? One of the greatest of all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jada is considered to be what? One of the greatest of all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now the person I'm gonna say was on a song with UGK at their peak, and he was on a song with Nas and Jada at their peak. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll dare to say he outshined them all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Ludicrous.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They can super
He should
just
have made it. He should have made it up in the lyricist list because
I
he's a good
think I
storyteller.
think I think Luda is just there's not even a word to describe how underrated Ludacris is. There's not even a word to describe how underrated he is. Like he fucking raw on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You think about he was on the Major Look remix with Nas and Jada, and I dare to say he outshined them both.
Yeah, he put a hole in that song.
I'm from the school of hard knocks, steep peaks and low blows, where X's mark spots and kitchens mark O's, where love gonna get you and haters gonna split you, and finger
Hmm.
squeeze triggers like boa constrictors.
Right,
It's the Mr. Luda, Jada, and Nas, and my bullets give you a deep tissue massage.
right,
So hear the song and dance while I make these ends. You never stood half a chance like Siamese twins. Like that's fucking crazy. They
right.
shooting, look in the barrel, and you made the front page of the Miami Herald. Like Luda's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah, he is crazy.
Luda get busy on the mic, man.
He is
And then
definitely
he was on his first album, The Back for the First Time,
crazy.
Stick 'em Up with UGK.
Mm-hmm.
His verse on there was crazy.
Yeah,
Was
that that
crazy.
that young hot Luda was crazy.
His verse on there was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And on his back for the first time when he had the freestyle where he was hotboxing with four eyes.
Yeah, the freestyle. Yeah, that was crazy.
This nigga said, "Give me a full body massage. I still can't be touched."
Right.
That's
And
crazy.
then and then you would
That's
say that.
crazy.
So if Eminem was on the track, he'd be like, "I did heroin and Carolyn and the steroin and the Maryland."
Right, right, right. Like he always takes it left.
Hmm.
Like you get a song and the song is about this, and then he get on the track and he just go fucking left. Song what his verse has nothing to do with the song or what the format of the song was. It's just some off the wall banana shit with a bunch of 17-letter words to say
Hmm.
he's so lyrical. Okay, so
Right.
you can use 17-letter words and bunch them all together, but do they make any kind of sense in a lyrical content? No, they
Right.
don't. You're just throwing them together to show that you can put big words together.
Like
But it makes
cannabis.
yeah, but it makes no sense in the format of the song or what the song is about. It's just rubbish to me. Yeah, but I think Luda is like criminally underrated. Like he's so
Yeah.
nice. He's so fucking nice.
Hmm.
And he stood the test of time. This nigga been around forever. Like he's
Yeah.
so nice.
I
Like
was just saw him on
on Instagram,
yeah, Instagram
he
with the
just dropped
free.
a
Yeah,
freestyle.
I saw
Killed
that.
it.
Yeah, I
Killed
saw
it.
that. I
He
saw that.
it was so hot. Snoop reposted the shit on his page.
Yeah, that
Cause
shit
shit
was
was
fire.
like the nigga nice. Like niggas be forget, man. Luda nice, man. You know, you and I both know the way we was banging his first album. We
Hmm.
both know, like that nigga nice, man.
And
That
the
nigga nice.
freestyle, he can do that whenever. It's not like
Whatever.
it's not like he
Go
lost it.
back.
That's not,
Anybody that's in the comment right now that's hating, get off Luda dick. Get off mine. Go on YouTube and look up his Rap City the Basement freestyle, and then shut the
hmm.
fuck up after you listen to that.
Right.
Shut up after you listen to that. Cause I even dare to say that nigga had the best freestyle Rap City the Basement. Maybe besides when Wayne and Jewels was on there,
Hmm.
but that shit was fire. But Luda Rap City the Basement freestyle was crazy,
You're right.
crazy back in the day. He was snapping on that bitch.
I
Like
had
yeah,
something about
I say Luda is the most underrated.
Luda
Yeah,
lyricist or like.
just underrated rapper, just underrated rapper, just underrated. Like when people talk
Hmm.
about dope MCs, like he's never mentioned, he's never brought up, he's never even in the conversation anywhere. I think he's super underrated.
Hmm.
Cause Luda in my top 20. Luda in my
Hmm.
top 20.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In my top 20. Almost made my top 10. Almost made my top 10. Like I fucks with Luda.
Right.
I fuck with him. He nasty on the money. Like only person I'll say is close to being as underrated as Luda is Buster.
Buster. But I think Buster gets a pretty good deal of credit though.
No, he gets credit for being an incredible performer,
Hmm.
but people don't give him credit for just like it ain't too many niggas that want to try Buster. Like you think about
Right.
how long Buster been around since he was with the leaders of the new school back in the
Hmm.
day. Since he was in the group with the leaders of the new school, you think about how long he been around. How many people ever called him out, dissed him, sneak dissed him, ever even tried him? Nobody. Nobody.
I was just about to bring that up. Like who's ever had battle rap or who's ever had beef with Buster Rhymes?
Nobody. Because nobody would ever dare jump out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody. You think about
Hmm.
all the people that's been around and had a little beef with somebody over something, had like subliminals or sneak dissing. Everybody had that. not too many people ever went at Buster because
But
he
who
that
could go?
nice.
So Jada could go at Buster, couldn't he?
He could, but why take that chance?
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying. No, not in terms of trying to go at each other's throats. I'm just talking about like a straight up like
Oh yeah,
cipher,
he could
like
definitely,
like.
yeah, he could definitely. But what I'm saying is like when people be like, "Oh, I'm the king, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm the best rapper," blah, blah, blah. Not too many people ever say like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a shot at Busta Rhymes because I think I'm that nice."
Mm-hmm.
But when a lot of rappers feeling themselves, they take shots at people. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But like you think about like even Ti, like we took the little shot at Luda back in the day,
Right.
and Luda got on a stomp verse.
Mm-hmm.
When that nigga said nobody think about you, plus your beef ain't legit, so please stay off the TIP on my dick. And he said, so pimping be easy, quit catching feelings, cause you worth a couple hundred grand and I'm worth millions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like like Luda verse on there was crazy. Luda verse on there
But
was
then,
crazy.
but it's crazy how ironically that he did go fire on Ti in that verse, but you ultimately put Ti top five and not Luda.
Yeah, because I think Ti once again, if we just talking lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Luda, but I'm talking music, as in who makes better music.
Mm-hmm.
Luda do a lot of like wild out party crazy shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a wild out party crazy kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sit back and vibe to your shit kind of person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I say Ti makes better music, but I wouldn't say that he's better lyrically than Luda.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm a Ti fan because I like his style of music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how can I explain this? See if this is right. Okay, I'm not a fan of Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. People that know
Mm-hmm.
me know that. I don't not a big fan of Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the 12s. I love the 13s. So I have them. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? One of my favorite shoes of all time is the 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I have them. Have a couple
Mm-hmm.
pairs of them because that's one of my favorite shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shoe, but I'm not a huge fan of Michael Jordan.
Right.
The same thing is like okay, like I like Ti, but Luda's a better rapper, or to me, I think he's a better MC overall.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to just straight lyrics, I think he's a better MC. But Ti
Right.
has that flash that's like he has that aura that draws you in to say, "Oh, this dude, yeah, I'm with this."
Has Ti and Luda ever had a face off? A
I mean, they
versus?
had that little beef back in the day, but
No,
they
I
never
mean
had a
like I'm
verse.
talking about like the
No, they
verses they
didn't have
never
a
did.
verse. I think that would be a good verses, though.
That would be a good versus.
I think that would be a really good verses. They had the little beef back in the day, but I think that would be a really good verse.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because
would
then they
I
could
would
finally
love to
close the
see.
chapter on that beef right
Right,
there, or
right.
whatever
Even
it
though they
was.
squashed it years ago, but I think
Mm-hmm.
that would be good because people would know that they had that little tension back in the day, the little beef back in the day, and then if they have a versus, they can play on that, like how Gucci and Jeezy had their verses, even though
Mm-hmm.
they squashed the beef, but I don't think they really squashed it, but they squashed it enough to say let's come together and do this versus, put our shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that would be great if they did do that.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah,
Ultimately.
I just feel like Luda is like so slept on. I just feel like he's
Mm-hmm.
so
Big
underrated,
time.
so slept on.
Yeah, you never hear his name when they bring up
when they
Bring
talk
up
about
rappers,
good rappers. Yeah,
rappers ever.
but the Sheik Luch, same way.
Hmm.
Sheik
People acted.
nasty.
People act like he just wasn't there. Like they
Right,
just
right,
they
right.
only noticed
Like
those
his
two. Like
verse on All About the Benjamins wasn't fucking crazy.
right. They always go, "Who's that? Who's
Like
who's that dude?"
his
Oh,
verse
he was
on
on the locks.
Benjamins was
They go, he was on the
crazy.
locks.
His verse on All About the Benjamins was crazy. Like
Hmm.
people forget that. Like his verse on Money, Power, Respect was crazy.
Hmm.
630. That nigga said 230, 6'2". Me versus you is like a cat versus a pit bull. Like
Right.
the fuck, nigga?
Yeah. Sheik
Yo,
Luch got that fire.
yo, Sheik nasty, yo.
Hmm.
That nigga get busy. Like
Yeah.
for real get busy. And like people forget that. It's
And
like
one
it's
thing.
like it's like not to cut you off, but it's like Inspector Deck and Wu Tang.
Hmm.
Like Deck get busy.
That was my favorite member of the Wu Tang.
Right. Mine too. You and me both know that. RZA was
Hmm.
my favorite because just because of he produced and did everything, but Deck get busy. Like
Hmm.
if you watched I'm trying to think, I think it was Meth was on Matt Hoffa's in my expert opinion. And they
Hmm.
asked him, who's your top five MCs? This nigga said Deck, 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 Inspector Deck, and the Rebel INS.
Right.
Like
That nigga,
if
it
you if
was.
you listen to any interviews from Wu Tang Clan, all them niggas said niggas would write their verse, Deck would come in, drop his 16, niggas would just crumble their shit up, throw it away, and rewrite their shit because the shit
Yeah.
was so fire.
That nigga was
Method
coming
Man
with.
said out his own mouth, the reason why I'm this nice is because I would come in the booth after Inspector Deck. And whatever
Hmm.
I had on my paper that I thought was fire, I'd have to trash that shit and rewrite it because this nigga's verse was crazy all the time.
Right.
When you
Because
think
if
about every mainstream popping song that was like a mega smash hit that they had, Inspector Deck kicked it off and it was fire from the jump.
yep, yep, and it's
Protect your
always been
neck,
like that. Yeah.
protect your neck. Smoke on the
Cream.
mic like smoking Joe Fraser, the Hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor. You know what I'm saying? The
Who
trial,
went?
I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these. You know what I'm
Um,
saying?
Raekwon had to go after Inspector Deck and Cream.
Right. Like, Deck is just that nigga. Like, Spectre Deck, like, nigga be crazy. On the guillotine swords,
Hmm.
that down, poisonous,
Hmm.
poisonous paragraph.
Yeah, that
Yo,
joint
he
goes hard.
killed that shit. It'd be the Inspector Deck on the warpath. First class, leaving mics with a cast. Carson Ruffin,
Right.
call, yo, that nigga went crazy. Yo, you leaving the microphone with a cast, causing ruckus like aftermath. Yo,
Fuck
that
yeah.
go crazy on the track, yo. That go crazy on the track.
Um, so I didn't mean to cut you off there, but we're gonna wrap up things around 1 hour right
All
here.
right, okay.
So we'll just do a little bit of send off. We'll just keep this as a part two, and we'll go ahead and keep the ball rolling. And in the next installment, in the next show, we'll do a follow up onto this and continue with this conversation because I feel like this is just scratching the surface.
Yeah,
We're just
yeah.
putting if we were lawyers, we're just now putting our stuff on the desk,
Right,
and we're
right.
just starting to
This
go
just the
opening up the boxes,
this is
going
just
through the
the
papers.
opening argument.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, right, right.
yeah.
And we all
Because
know trials are very long.
we real fucking rap hip hop fans, real hip hop heads.
Hmm.
So yeah, this could go on for days because I love music, not just
Hmm.
rap music. I love music in general. So this could go on for days. And just before we wrap up, to all the people out there that's probably in the comments hating because I don't like Eminem or Kanye.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
so you
saying
better
that
say
you
both of
can't
them.
like them. You can like them all you want. You can think they're the greatest ever. That's your opinion.
Hmm.
That's the beauty of music. Everybody has their own opinion. You don't have to agree with my opinion. You don't have to like my opinion. I'm just telling you my opinion. So
Hmm.
if you want to like Eminem, you want to like Kanye, go ahead. Hey, all everything for you. Go ahead, do your thing. I don't
Hmm.
mind. I'm not. I don't care if you like them. I'm just saying I don't like them. So you're not going to change my opinion or my stance on it, and I'm going to stick to my guns. This is how I feel about both of them. They're just fucking circus freaks. That's how I feel about it. So don't
Oh
get
man.
mad at me. Don't send a bunch of hate mail and try to sneak this me in the comments because I just
Oh
don't
no.
like the
Yeah, they're gonna have to make you change your IP address, dude. They're gonna find you
niggas.
on your phone. They're gonna
Yeah.
find you.
Hit me
But
up on
no,
Instagram at hydro underscore
yeah,
1700.
you better just change your whole
Yeah.
social media
Nah, hit
platform
me
and
up on
just
Instagram at hydro underscore 1700 and we
you,
can get to it. Nigga, I'm ready to beef with y'all niggas. I don't like
yo,
them
oh,
niggas.
absolutely. Drop your handles. You what your Snapchat, your
Yeah. I don't
Instagram.
fuck
Go.
with Snapchat. I fuck with Instagram. That's it. You can hit me
Okay.
on Instagram at hydro underscore 1700 all
All right
day,
then.
every day.
Got you, man. We have come to the end of our broadcast. Please subscribe and like. We appreciate all the views. We'll be coming with new content very soon. We'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. So
All
stay
right. Peace
tuned.
out, niggas.
Stay tuned for part 3. We're gonna get that popping.